I came back home and my sheets were completely off. Okay. I don't know. So if you just see this blue is like where the bed sheet should be. I didn't take it off. I had to be at like 2 job interviews today. So I was in a rush to leave, but I'm going to finish the rest of that. And we're actually just going to discuss why today was actually so horrific. Like, it wasn't even horrific in like an actual traumatizing way. It's just like everything that could have, well, not everything, but like things that could have gone wrong. A lot of silly things that could have gone wrong today did go wrong. That's the best way I'll put it. There's nothing like seriously terrible that happened, but anyways, I'm a minute in and I've not even spoken. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little bit higher. Yeah, so first things first. I already knew the day would start can't even fucking talk properly. Start off terribly when the first interview I had to do was in my ex's area. And this is not like a, oh, I love my ex type shit. No. I actually do not like that nigga. Like, North London, just not starting off great. And then I saw, like, if you follow my Instagram, I posted it today on my story, a quote that said like, and it was meant to be motivational. It was like, oh, every new level you get to, there's a new devil. Something like that. And I just thought, I took a picture of it thinking, oh, wow, that's so cute. Ooh. That was the beginning of the end. Now that I look back in retrospect, that shit was actually really, really funny. And then, yeah, so we're not already starting off quite bad. Ex's area, like direct area where we used to go on dates and shit. That evil motherfucker. And then the quote. Then I got to my first interview and that actually went decently, but he was making too much eye contact with me and it was making me nervous. So I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna say I flunked that one. We're gonna be in high spirits for that one, touch wood. The second interview was a shit show. That shit was terrible to the point where mid-interview, I actually walked myself out. I was like, I genuinely said to them, it was this coffee shop place and they were really adamant about latte art. And I don't really know why, because we are in Ealing. We're not in West London. No offense to Ealing people. I'm not saying I'm bougie and no. I'm not even coming from that angle. I'm being realistic as someone who used to be in them type of areas, if you know what I mean. Like them type of rough up areas where people don't really have that type of cash and dosh to be spending on overpriced coffee. Anyways. They were so adamant about like latte art that they kind of forgot that you need to know how to make coffee. And like I went in and she was like, okay, start what do you want me to do? Like I've literally just walked in, like what do you want me to do? Like, so I was like, oh, maybe she means make a coffee, because that's usually how the trial shift goes. Like, or sorry, not the trial shift, like the interview, like you make a coffee for them. Now tell me why. Like I look at her, I'm like, oh, what coffee? And she looks at me like I've just like cursed her firstborn. Sorry, like we're in a coffee shop. If I go into a fucking restaurant and I ask, oh, can I have some food? Yeah, mate, that's class. Like, what do you want? So I asked them, what type of coffee? Like, do you want a latte, an espresso? She first said espresso, and I'm like, that's pretty simple. Is it just a shot of like coffee? So then she corrected herself, I guess, after seeing my like confusion. She was like, oh yeah, just a latte. And she said it like it was the most obvious thing in the world, which to some it might seem like it, because like lattes are so like basic, I guess. But it's like, if they really wanted an experienced person, and with the way they were being so strict, I thought they would have asked me to make like a really complicated coffee. Not that there is really a complicated one, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a latte. So I just asked like, what do you want me to make? She said latte. So okay, cool. Anyways, I made it, and it went so bad. Like before, like I think I had another interview. So I had 2 interviews today. The last one is what had me, you know, all over the place. And mind you, just know I've been awake since literally like 7 a.m. I've come from some fuck off place that's like within London, but it's far from everything. Hint, we don't have a railway system. And then like I've been on the bus for like hours now. Like I don't know how many buses I took, but I spent like an accumulative like 6 hours altogether. Not great. I'm not gonna be in the highest of spirits, but I don't like to bring that negative energy, you know, to the new workplace. So I'm like, you know what, they don't know that. So I'm not gonna like blame them and like be in a pissy mood about it and blame them, and then, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know, in decent spirits. But I was just so, I lacked energy, but I used whatever like energy or adrenaline I had to make them a good coffee. And I made 2 good ones, but they were just like, the latte art really isn't up to standard. Mind you, they're a new place. This is a new establishment. Like anyways, I really hope they don't see this, because you know what? I don't care. I'm not even employed by them. But I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like, anyways, there was, oh yeah, the latte art's not really up to par. Mind you, beforehand, I asked her, I was like, do you want like something simple, or do you want something like complicated? Like, what do you want? Like, obviously, maybe they're asking like intuition wise. I think she's trying to do the thing where it's like, oh, let's see how they act if we don't tell them to do anything. They're trying to be like hella like professional. That doesn't really work in this type of establishment. So I don't really know whose idea that was, but the manager wasn't even there as well. Like, it's a bit dodgy, but don't care. Just need money. So then, yeah, they were dissing my latte art, and to be fair, it was shit. Like, halfway through, I could see the disappointment on their faces, and I was just like, you know what? I genuinely said, I'm gonna leave. I'm really sorry. I did a 360. I'm like, sorry, guys. I don't even know what to say. I apologize for wasting you guys' time, and I guess your coffee. They threw it out the sink. It was perfectly fine. It just had not amazing, like, latte art. Is it that much of a crime that you can't even drink the coffee anymore? Like, what? So then I just felt like, I don't really believe in embarrassment, and I don't feel embarrassment, because those are social constructs and not real things. If you don't feel embarrassment, no one can make you feel embarrassed. However, I would say that's probably the closest thing to embarrassment I've probably ever felt in my life. Like, I think like it was just like the twiddling thumbs, the, you know, looking around from them, and like them on their phone. You would have thought I pulled my trousers down or some shit in front of everyone. Like, you would have thought it was the most embarrassing thing in the world. I just made kind of mid latte art, you know, but hey, whatever. So then afterwards, my phone decided to start dying. Meanwhile, throughout this whole day, it was sitting at like a good 70% for like 90% of my ride. Now on the way back, it wants to start dropping by 10% like every 2 minutes. Like, wow. So, and I was walking around, I was like, okay, I need to make sure my Oyster card is like topped up so that I can actually get around. Worst case, my phone dies, because they blocked both, like TFL's blocked both my bank cards. I don't even know what that one's for. So yeah, I go up to top up my Oyster card, and I go to, I kid you not, 3 different shops in this area to top up your Oyster card. If you're not from the UK, like, you top up your like travel card for the bus and the trains. Like, you can top them up at corner shops, like bodegas, I guess that's your equivalent. Or you can do it at the train station, but I don't want to walk all the way to the fucking train station, but I did anyways. So I had my Oyster, went to first boss man. He was talking about some, oh sorry, we only accept cash. Cash for an Oyster card? We're in 2026. Cool, brushed it. I just want to get home. Went to the second boss man. This nigga is talking about £10 minimum spending fee on the card machines. That's illegal, by the way. I found out that was illegal when I was like 14, and ever since, when I encounter those type of things, I immediately just want to report the place so it shuts down. I would never actually do that. I'm not evil, but it really pissed me off today, because I already went through so many things, and £10, I'm not exaggerating or making that up, by the way. 10 Great British pounds. Okay, £3 is already begging it. I can't lie. £3 is overly begging it. I won't even like go to a type of place that does shit £3. But £10 for an oyster, like, he specified that, oh, if you want to top up your oyster, it needs to be about £10. No thanks. Not gonna lie to you guys, I went to the third one. I don't really remember what happened there, but it also wasn't successful. So then I asked him, okay, so what the fuck do I do, because my phone's dying. Okay, I need to go home before I crash out. Mind you, I didn't have any nicotine with me, didn't have any weed with me, so I was just like, I'm raw dogging this. I don't really want to, and the weather was bad as well. I even forgot to mention, in the first area in North London for my interview, it was like a fucking sandstorm. I don't know what was going on, but the minute I stepped off the bus, like, there was sand or whatever the fuck, dust all over my phone, whatever. So he told me, the new boss man, he told me to walk all the way to the train station, which was like 10 minutes away. There's 2 train stations, 10 minutes either side, I think. And it was like grueling because it was very, very warm. As you can see, I'm sweaty as fuck. Sorry, guys. So actually, no, I'm not sorry. I take that back. Period. So I went all the way to the train station, and then, you know, I was just pissed off, because then on the way there, I found a normal boss man who could actually top up my oyster for a normal amount of money, which was £0, by the way. I understand there's fees on the machines and stuff, but like, that's not really my business. I mean, I guess it is. I'm a customer. Whatever. So then I walked all the way to the station for no reason, because then I had to walk like 5 or 6 or 7 minutes to like this other bus stop, because I like train station from where I was, I couldn't take the underground because I don't live in an area where there's an underground system. So I had to walk all the way to somewhere else. Mind you, my phone is dropping by 1% every like second or whatever. I'm exaggerating. And it was like at 10%. That is not an exaggeration. So I was already like feeling like I was gonna cry. Then I opened Instagram. This one might get me in trouble. I'm not gonna talk too much on this one. I'm not gonna talk. Okay. I saw one of my friends' Instagram notes and then someone else's. And like with recent events that have been happening in my life, like it's very hilarious that they both have like whole house mad, essentially. That's what I'm gonna say. Whole house mad. And it made me chuckle because also like this is not funny, but it's like it's ironic, like I guess. Like my friend who's like talking to this guy or used to, whatever. Like that was just another issue with a third girl, and the guy and the third girl, it probably wasn't on purpose. I didn't bring it up, okay? It probably wasn't on purpose, but the Instagram notes were matching, okay? It looked like a conversation was happening in Instagram notes. Hey man, I'm probably whatever. Doesn't even matter. And I found that funny because I was like, not even funny, I just found it like sad as fuck because of the shit day I've had. And then I'm realizing like my friend is probably going through some bullshit as well, because either she's seen it, oh no, she's blocked him, thank God. Okay, she blocked him, so she can't actually see the Instagram notes, but like, and I wasn't gonna be that friend that's gonna show it to her, and I have it in my, it's there, you know, it's there in my close friends, I guess. So she's seen it. Because I was worried that like, oh, I don't want to like keep bringing up someone I shouldn't talk to because it might spike her cortisol. Am I making sense? I'm high. I don't care. This is a diary. I don't care. I'm sorry. But yeah, like that, I just chuckled. I was like, fuck, man, we'll all go through it. And then I opened Instagram again, and like everyone is like going through something. I'm not even joking. Like I think someone was like, I don't know, I feel cucked by life or some shit. And then someone else was like, well, I guess that's how life is. Not in response to them, but just Instagram notes. And then someone else was crashing out on something else. Like, I was just scrolling. Everyone's fucking going through it. So I was like, okay. I chuckled at that as well. I was like, wow, okay, so at least it's not just me. And then I started to feel some rain. So it was almost like a cartoonishly terrible day. And as I was ranting about it like talking to myself as I was walking home, I just saw some random washing machine on the floor and it pissed me off. So that was also like cherry on top, you know. And my feet were starting, like there was just a lot of things happening. There was a lot of stuff happening, but and then my malabsorption has also been acting up this entire day. I woke up really early in pain throughout like 5 hours of my day in pain, looking for a fucking toilet to go to. If you've got like IBS or issues like with that area, stomach, whatever, or you've got malabsorption or Crohn's disease, you probably understand what I mean when I say when you need to find a toilet, you need to find a toilet. Like, bro, I think there's an app where like you can see where the public toilets are and shit. I need to download that because genuinely I went to Wendy's. I think by a certain time I walked all the way to Clapham, went into like a McDonald's, I went into a Wendy's, I went into like all these coffee shops, and now it's made me realize how annoying it is that coffee shops now have a fucking password thing. They have a password thing where you need the password to get into the toilets. I know why they're doing that. I think it's not very nice. Something probably to do with homeless people. It's like the anti-homeless chairs that you see in public that are just annoying for everyone. I think it's something to do with that. Anyway, guys, I was actually gonna roll another zoot. Maybe I'll do that for the next video. Yeah, I was gonna roll another one, but like, I don't know if you can see my ashtray. Like, I've already finished those two, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know where my bed sheet is because I wasn't the one that took that off. So, yeah.